Good evening. Welcome to the Fairfield City School District Board of Education meeting for May 1st, 2025, being held tonight at South Elementary School. How exciting. First order of business is appointment of Treasurer Pro Tem Scott Clark. I'll accept a motion and a second for that.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Mr. Napier, Mrs. Birding Miller. Mr. Clark, will you call the roll?
Yes, Miss Birding Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Napier.
Yes.
Mr. Bagley.
Yes.
I'm exempt.
All right, Mr. Clark has been appointed Treasurer Pro Tem. Mr. Clark, will you call the roll?
Mr. Bagley.
Here.
Miss Birding Miller.
Present.
Mr. Napier.
Here.
Miss Gundrum. Mr. Clark. Present.
All right, thank you. Now, will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Smith, we're excited to be here tonight. Let's start with presentations. Who do we have?
Yes, Mr. Bagley and members of the board, we have one presentation scheduled this evening, and that is a school spotlight on South Elementary. At this time, I will turn it over to the principal at South, Mrs. Jenny Ammett.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here tonight. We're excited for the kids to display all their creativeness and all the clubs that we have. So this evening, we thought, you know, our motto are the stars. So tonight is where every student is a star, and we're going to spotlight some of their incredible talents and passions. You'll get to experience the joys of our chorus, the responsibility of our safety patrol, the creativity of the South Star newspaper, the artistry of our published poets, the leadership of our student council, and also learning about a collaborative mural that we had. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our first group here, and just also to acknowledge the teachers that have worked with all of these groups and put in the extra time and effort, so we really appreciate all that they do to work with these children. So we are going to start with some members of our chorus. We actually have a large group of chorus. If you look over here on the slideshow really quick, these are just the highlights from our evening, what we'll be highlighting. This picture is all of the choir members. They actually have about 100. So our leaders were very excited about welcoming everybody that wanted to participate this year. But we have some members here that were able to come tonight and highlight their singing. All right, without further ado,
Hi, my name is Seema, and one thing I like about chorus is how kind my music teacher is.
Hi, my name is Adelie, and my favorite thing about chorus is how we make music and get to share it with the whole school.
Hi, my name is Quinn, and my favorite thing about chorus is that we get to share music with the world.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and one thing I like about chorus is how we are singing and projecting to our school.
My name is Elena, and my favorite thing about chorus is being able to sing with all my friends.
Hi, my name is Preston, and my favorite thing about chorus is after school you get to hang out with your friends.
Hi, I'm Sophia, and my favorite part is getting to be who you are and what you want to be, because I love singing.
Hi, my name is Jamila, and my favorite part about chorus is that we get to sing different songs.
Please enjoy our chorus singing a song entitled Who I Am.
Close the door all my life.
anybody, I start to see hiding who I am, who I am. Looking back on a little boy, never gave him a chance to ever be more. I didn't love him, but I'm gonna love him right now and forever. It's time to push open the door. Pardon my imposition, but this is my conviction. Ain't nothing left to hold me down. I gotta be me, gotta be high, gotta be who I know I am inside. And finally breathe, taking it in, look at me crying. It's always been there, just took me a minute to find it. If I were to be anybody else, I'd just be hiding who I am, who I am. It's always been there, just took me a minute to find it. Who I am.
I've heard that several times, and it always gives me goosebumps. Thank you, chorus members. That was phenomenal. And just as a reminder, we're going to have this presentation for about 10, 15 minutes, and then all families, you can leave and enjoy your evening. We know that you have busy nights, so some students are here for multiple things, so you might see kids come up here multiple times. All right, so our next group, and a lot of this is just kind of some kids sharing question and answers. So board, if you have something that comes to mind when they're up here, please feel free to ask them any question you have. So our next group is the Safety Patrol. If you would like to come up.
Now, board, I did let the students know that you would go easy on them with the questions. They were a little nervous about that. So I told them you would throw them some softballs, so be careful.
Promise.
All right, so we're going to have them go and say their names, and then Caden is excited about sharing whatever he'd like to share already on his own. And then we'll ask some questions, or if you have one for them, they'd be happy to share. So you can just say your name, and then we'll either go through, if you want to say something maybe you like about Safety Patrol, or something you've learned this year, maybe the responsibilities of the member, why is safety important, maybe a safety tip that you feel like you're always reminding students of doing in the schools.
Hi, my name is Adelie, and I like Safety Patrol because we get to just like help the students out and reminding them to be safe in the building.
Hi, my name is Georgia, and my favorite part of Safety Patrol is being able to see all my friends early in the morning before school.
Hi, my name is Madison, and something I like about Safety Patrol is that I get to keep kids safe.
My name's Elena, and something I like about Safety Patrol is seeing all my friends in the morning, and we all work together to keep all the kids in our school safe.
Hi, my name is Caden, and I get to see my friends in the morning.
Hi, I'm Sophia, and my favorite thing about Safety Patrol is getting to be with my friends.
All right, does anyone have a question for the Safety Patrol? I know they all like being with their friends.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
So
go ahead, Mr. President.
I was going to say, are you outside in the morning? Oh, wow. So that takes some dedication on a cold winter morning, doesn't it? Well, thank you.
As Ms. Ament mentioned, what is the most common or popular thing that you have to stop students from doing or approach them from doing?
Mostly running in the hallways.
That's what I figured. What is your favorite thing to ask the students from stop doing besides running?
My favorite thing to ask the students to stop doing is probably sometimes they try to fight each other.
My favorite thing to tell the students is probably just to stop walking and good morning.
My favorite thing is probably telling them just to walk.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is probably what Adelie said, trying to break up fights or just watching them all run around. It's hilarious.
Mine is just same thing that they said, to stop the fights.
My favorite part is telling the kids, stop, because we have a kid torturer. Don't get on our bad sides.
That's Ashton. That's Ashton.
Do you help students in the afternoon to find their buses?
There's two different groups for it. There's AM and PM.
Okay, so you're the AM?
How did you guys get picked for this patrol?
You had to sign up for it and sign a behavior sheet.
Does anyone up there right now want to be a police officer? No?
They do break up lots of fights, though.
Yeah.
And I might have missed this, I apologize. So do you guys get dropped off in the morning by your parents before the buses come so you can monitor that? So thank you, parents, for bringing your students to help keep our schools safe. And
All right.
what grade are you guys in? Fifth?
Mrs. Wachtel is the fourth grade teacher, and she is in charge of the safety patrol. Do you guys have like a certain meeting every once in a while, or kind of get a powwow together and talk about things? All right, well, we appreciate you guys keeping South safe and for your leadership. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, if you're on the newspaper, you can stay. All right, if some students on the South Star newspaper, if you want to come up, and we do have a copy of the South Star for the board members, just an example from March. We've got good-looking kids. All right, do you guys want to come a little closer? There you go. So we'll go through and have you guys say your name. And then I know some of you have, did you all have something? I know some people had things ahead of time. Okay. I don't want to steal your thunder with any questions, but.
Hi, my name is Max, and I like writing and just being with my friends in newspaper.
My name is Connor, and I like doing stuff with all the people in newspaper.
My name is Vedant, and my favorite part about newspaper is just writing Google Docs articles.
My name is Valerie, and my favorite thing about newspaper is writing and connecting with the other people that are part of newspaper.
My name is Madison, and something I like about newspaper is that I get to write about things that I might not have written about or known about.
Hi, my name is Georgia, and my favorite thing about newspaper is just showing my creativity through writing.
How do you guys get ideas for your stories? What makes a good story?
Mr. Wilker and Mrs. Pessy, they give us stuff on Google Docs to go on, and it shows us information about them, and we put in our own words on the Google Doc.
Sometimes we get to put ideas out for whatever month we're doing, so they get to see what we want to do.
Sometimes we interview staff members about certain topics, like we interviewed Miss Ammett and Miss Hilbert at the beginning of the year.
I usually don't have questions, but I do have a question for Connor Metzler. Did someone else encourage you to reference in your piece about March Madness? I noticed you referenced the Cincinnati Bearcats specifically. Oh, so someone did encourage you to reference the Bearcats. I figured as much. I just wanted confirmation. I can't see her from here, but I know she's out there. Oh, okay.
The newspaper too, if you guys get the weekly newsletter that Mrs. Hilbert sends out and the Family Scoop, these are usually attached as well, so you can see those if this is news to you. All right, well, let's give our newspaper crew an applause. Thank you so much. And as mentioned, Mr. Walker and Mrs. Pessy, they help the team with the articles, and they meet a couple times each year and work hard on that. So thank you so much. All right. All right, our next is a poetry project that we want to share. So some of the students in third, fourth, and fifth grades, they were able to do submit some poetry in order to see if it could get published. So we had, I can't see that far, I need to look at my notes here, 177 students that chose to do so, and out of that, 121 were actually selected for a book. So that's pretty exciting to have that many published authors that will be coming out, and we have a few here, students that are going to read their poems. Put that up on here.
My name is Spencer Clemens. The poem I wrote about was a color poem. My poem is all about the color green. I wrote, green is grass on a summer day, green is bushes in the fall, and green is leaves on a tree, and green is nature everywhere.
My name is Georgia, and I wrote a haiku, and a haiku is the first line, it's a 3-line poem, and the first line has 5 syllables, and the second line has 7 syllables, and the third line has 5 syllables. And my poem is called Feelings. Happy, sad, anxious, sometimes it sucks to feel them, or it is the best.
Hi, my name is Brody Wayoff. I made 2 acrostic poems, and both of them are about the Eagles. The first one I'll read spells out Philly Eagles, and then the second one just is Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles are really good. However, they lost and came back and impressed the Americans. Some beers. Now you must like the Eagles. You should like the Eagles. Now they are a great team, greater than the Chiefs. I like the Eagles a lot, so don't hate on the Eagles. Okay. Everyone likes the amazing Eagles. They are a great football team. I like the Eagles because they have everything you would suspect from a great football team.
All right, great poetry. We also have Mrs. Mefford here. She's the librarian that's inspired these poems to be written in library. Where do you guys get the inspiration for your poems?
Well, we started looking at different references of poems, and then we got to choose which one we wanted to do.
I chose a haiku poem because I like how you can say so much about one topic with just 17 syllables.
Let's talk about this one.
Just say my jersey.
right, thanks again. Poems can be so personal, so we appreciate your vulnerability. All right, our next group is our student council. Got a few members here tonight. This is a picture here of all our members. And just to give some additional information, I know you ladies are going to share some things that you guys have done. They're going to talk about one thing about, I think, a fundraiser that we did, and I'll share some more information about that. So you can share your name and then whatever you'd like to tell us.
My name is Adelie Davenport. I'm the president of Student Council. My club helps sales when we sell Smentzels or have a food drive. It helps self by raising money for the more materials and sometimes upgrades our playground. When we have a food drive, we give the food to the Fairfield Food Pantry. One thing I like about Student Council is that we are helping the school just by selling stuff and having the food drives. The thing I'm most proud of is stepping up and being the Student Council president. I'm also proud of sharing my ideas.
My name is Sophia Hughes, and I am the secretary for Student Council. Student Council helps with Smentzl sales, the canned food drive, and more. I like Student Council because I get to help people and do so many nice things for people and the school.
My name is Emma Keller, and I'm a member of Student Council. Student Council had a canned food drive to support families in need. We do Smentzl sale for a fundraiser. We try to do nice things for people in our district and community. I wanted to be on Student Council like my brother Carson. I like going to the meetings, making signs, and selling Smentzels. I was most proud of making letters to firefighters, and I'm proud to represent my school.
Thank you. So Student Council, you all meet once a month, right? Before school, you come early and do your meeting, and Mrs. Rose is over there, the lovely leader of Student Council. Any questions for our leaders? I'm really putting you guys on the spot too, aren't I?
Well, thank you for leading. Thank you for stepping up, and you know, you do this at every school or in every grade, and you can just lead from here till 12th grade. What do you like best about being president?
Probably about how I just like get to share my ideas and like I get to like help people share their ideas from my class.
Nice. Yeah. Good.
And I know they mentioned the canned food drive for the Fairfield Pantry. In around Thanksgiving, the school was able to donate 1,088 pounds of food, so equivalent to $1,088. So I know that support really was appreciated by the Fairfield Food Pantry and everything that the school and district has been able to do for them. So nice job, Student Council. We appreciate your leadership.
Great job.
All right, our last share for tonight, we have one member that's here today. She was so kind to say she would come up and stand with me. Come on up. We were lucky enough that all of the parents were able to bring their kids. I know it was within the last couple weeks, and we appreciate you just taking the time of your evening to come and bring your children so they could come and share all the great things that they're doing. So one thing that we did, we had a college student, Julia Dunn. One of her mom actually works in the district and is best friends with Mrs. Hilbert, the assistant principal. Say hello, Mrs. Hilbert. She is a current art student at a college and wanted to collaborate with South Elementary on a project, on a mural. So I just wanted to read just a little bit of what she said. Unfortunately, she was not able to be here tonight because her sister was graduating somewhere. But she did a capstone class at Miami. And we'll show just a little clip of this mural and how it was created. But she's a South student, so we call her a Southie. And she really wanted to give back to the school. Her dream when she was little of thinking about having her art on the walls of the building when she was little. And so thinking back now of how that little Julia would be so excited to see that she has a permanent spot on our walls now and able to collaborate not only with the students but the staff as well on this beautiful mural. So if you look up here on the screen, it kind of shows just a little video that she put together of the process. She did actually survey staff for ideas, so they were able to input their opinions on what type of thing they would like to see and words that came to mind when they thought of South. And then we can share a little bit more about what those things say. So would you like to say your name and maybe something about, I know you were selected by Mrs. Lindeman, the art teacher, among some other students, to come and collaboratively work on this mural. So tell me what you enjoyed about it.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I was really grateful that I was selected for being able to write on the mural. And I really liked how we got to write words that represented South students and the staff. And some words I wrote were awesome because everyone's awesome, and anything because in the middle it says something like you can be, and then you can write words in the little honeycomb things. And some other words I wrote was open-minded, because if you say open-minded, that's pretty good. And I also wrote anything, because everyone deserves to be what they want. And yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, some of those. So it'd be great. I was going to do this during the meeting, but I know that there's always time constraints with everything. But if you can come out to the mural and see that tonight, some of the words are, it does say at Fairfield South, you can be, and then some of the things they have said is you can be safe, responsible, you can be a friend, a star. So a lot of students wrote in the words, and then it was painted so you could see it in their handwriting, which I think was really nice for them to see. And we just appreciate that collaboration with Ms. Dunn and also the students and the contributions of the staff members. So thank you for being a representative tonight. All right, and that concludes at least our presentation. The last slide I just wanted to say here is our Stars Shine Bright, and we will continue with that. And thank you for parents and students for coming tonight. We appreciate everything that you do to make this place special.
Yeah, before you leave, could I let each of the board members speak, and I'm sure brag on your excellent students and children?
Yeah, well, thank you and your students for this presentation tonight. My message is to the parents. My mom passed away about 14 years ago, and going through her stuff, I found a poem that I'd written in 4th grade. Hang on to their paperwork, because they'll be grown before you know it.
Yeah, thank you. Touching.
I just want to thank you for bringing us here and sharing your students with us. These on the road board meetings, as we call them, are absolutely delights for us, because on a normal board meeting, we go up there and there's maybe 5 people in the audience, and we make all these decisions about the district, but we don't get to see the day-to-day. We don't get to interact with your students every day, your kids, and seeing the impact that we're making. So to come to the road and seeing the school and seeing the collaborations and working and seeing your students and all the work they did means so much to us. And so we really appreciate you bringing your students. We know that it's kind of inconvenient and right around dinner time, but we truly, truly appreciate it. I made a list of all the little activities, so I apologize, it's gonna be lengthy. I'm gonna kind of say a little snippet about each of them. I wanna thank the chorus kids. It is not easy performing. The fact that you came here and performed a bunch of people in suits. Every day is a great day to make music. So thank you so much for coming and sharing your voices with us. Safety Patrol, thank you so much for giving up your time in the morning. That means you gotta wake up even earlier. I am not a morning person. I would not have been able to sign up for that. So I appreciate that you're there and that you are being role models and keeping our other students safe and giving somebody the younger students to look up to. Because you never know, maybe a 1st grader walking down the hallway is gonna be like, oh, that's gonna be me someday. The South Star newspaper, wow, I can't believe that you guys are writing newspaper articles and you're working on skills like interviewing and researching. That is so amazing at the level that you guys are at to be doing those skills. And the fact that you get to even learn cool things like the spring equinox and pie day not being just about eating pies. Like, that's fantastic. So congratulations, guys. Thank you so much. I love this little Hey Miles column at the bottom where the students wrote in like, hey, Miles, I heard about this test we're having. Like, that is so personable that a student's like getting to basically like ask questions and then get response backs. Like the Hey Abby column is so popular for that reason. Poem authors, congratulations. There are adults that work their entire lives to be printed authors and never get that. And you guys are in elementary school and already going to be printed authors. So congratulations, that's a hard feat. And those were great poems. I hope that I get to read all 121 of them. Student Council, thank you for stepping up and being leaders for all of our students. I am super excited to see where you guys go, and thank you for presenting our elementary school and writing out to like the firefighters and stuff like that, and making an impact in our community by running the food drive, because it is important that we continue to grow and benefit our community. And the collaboration mural, what a positive message, and I love that an alumni got to come back and return and give back to the school, and then also leave a little piece of themselves in the school system that meant so much to them. So many of you students were involved in so many of these activities. I think I saw one kid up there 3 or 4 times. Like, that's amazing. And when I was in elementary school, I think I just did Girl Scouts and nothing else. Like, that is phenomenal that you guys are already so invested in our school district that I cannot wait to see what you guys do. And I can't wait for you to see the contributions and what other activities and clubs you guys continue to be involved in as you guys grow in this system. So thank you so much for everything you're already doing. And I can't wait to see you guys grow and blossom in our system. I'm done.
Thank you.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, to the 8 that sang, congratulations and thank you for doing that. As Abby said, that's tough, and I wouldn't have gotten up there. So thank you for hearing your voices. To the large choir chorus that you have here, that's tremendous. And Ms. Ament, thank you for putting this presentation together, and thanks to all your team. Newspaper students, keep writing. Start out now, you'll keep writing. Maybe not papers, it might be online, and that's okay too, because that's where everything's going. And poem students, connect with those newspaper students. Do something together, put some of that into the newspaper articles. And council leaders, again, as Abby said, great job for taking an early step to lead. You may find out that that's what you really have a passion for, and you could lead a company, you could lead a business, you could take Brian's spot later on. You'd be president up here someday. So keep being leaders, keep being those good examples. And the safety patrol, parents, thank you for dropping them off. It is a lot. It's not easy, especially when there's lines and lines of cars coming in sometimes, but your kids won't forget that. It means a lot to them. They may not always show it right now, but they will when they get older. And I just thank you so much for being here tonight, allowing us to be seen here. And again, as Abby said, doing these tours of the different school buildings means a whole lot to us, because we enjoy seeing what all the students are doing, their achievements that they're doing, and all the success that they have, and from the littles all to the big. So thank you very much for having us here.
Thank you. Yeah, so Fairfield has an amazing and very successful choral program, and as we saw tonight, that really starts with talented, dedicated students at the elementary level. So thank you for promoting that. And really, as my other board member said, a lot of this starts with you and your willingness to allow your children to engage at a greater level here, and then the skills that they're learning, the confidence that they're building. That's amazing, and it will carry them through into middle school and later into high school. So thank you for your engagement. Students, again, thank you for what you're doing. You're community leaders, right? On a different level, but you're community leaders. You're certainly serving your community here in the building and outside these walls with the food drive and the other items. So thank you for all you're doing, and thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you again to the staff that participate in all these clubs and activities. If any staff member that's here right now, if you could just stand up really quick. You're here on your own time as well, so we appreciate you. All right, thank you guys. All right, families, don't feel awkward. You can just quietly get up. They're not watching, and just
Now comes the
go
boring
check
part.
out the mural. Have a good night, everybody.
watching you, Wazowski.
I got my eye on you.
My eye, yes.
Good for him. Fishing trip or golf trip? I think fish. I've golfed with him a few times.
Yeah, he's a good golfer. Yeah, when I was that age, there's no way I would have stood up in front of anybody like that.
No.
Not even just to stand there.
Yeah.
And look at us now, talking in front of you. What?
Crushing it.
Yes.
This looks more like our board meeting now.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, okay.